Alrighty, so at the top is a little bit of a review of what we did last class. Remember that cluster is kind of that group together, the gap is that blank space, and then the outlier is kind of the weird one. A reminder of how to plot points. We kind of focused on that a little bit last class as well, but just a quick reminder. And then again, remember the biggest thing here is positive association, negative association, and then that none. All right. And correlation and association mean the same thing. So here's our completed examples. We got a couple of them. So it says, as the temperature increases, ice cream sales increase. This association is positive. Some of the points are far from the trend line. So this right here is what we're focused on today, is using linear models to make predictions. And so we're going to look at those trend lines. And so this is the best case of scenarios. And basically what I tell my students is, like, if you kind of make a circle around, like an oval around all the points, and then you draw a line through it, you should end up with about the best trend line. And what they're saying on this one, this beach visitor, is this is an outlier. And so you don't worry about the outliers. That's why we kind of know that they're there, to kind of realize, like, oh, I don't have to worry about them. So this one says, as the temperature increases, the number of beachgoers increase, the association is positive. Nearly all the points are close. This is a strong association. So again, I kind of mentioned this last time, but kind of keeping that in mind. And the line of best fit kind of is everywhere, but the line of best fit is making predictions using scatter plots. So the line of best fit is kind of this part, and then the making predictions with scatter plots is actually going to be this part down here. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of change that to be here. So again, this is the line of best fit, and then the bottom part's the making. Okay. So now for the bottom part, it says, scatter plot shows the relationship between the number of people at a water park and the temperature. About how many people should the owners of the water park expect if the temperature is 90 degrees? So notice how they have the trend line. They find 90 on the x-axis because that's temperature. And then they find that spot and go over, and we are at about 800 on the y-axis. So that's why it says the park should expect about 800 people if it's 90 degrees outside. So those are the two kind of things that we're working with today. So we are going to move along. So it says, using the slope, predict the difference between the amount of groceries spent on between a family of 5 children and a family of 2 children. So we're going to use this. We're going to use this right here. So we can use our thing, go up to 5. We're about here. And then if we go over, this is 35, 105, 175. So what would that be about? Maybe 180. So 5 children is $180. I want you to do the same thing for 2 children. I want you to do the same thing for 2 children and see if we get the same answer. Welcome back. So for 2 children, right, we go here, and then we go over, and we're going to say what, like 130-ish. Again, it is not going to be perfect. This will most likely, for any test or quiz, right, be a lot of multiple choice, right? So again, as long as you're in the same. So predict the difference. So this does not answer the question. We need to do 180 minus 130. So the difference is how much? $50. Okay. All right. We'll go on to